All right, we got John Boy in the house. Man, y'all, I was watching the weather this morning, and they're talking about the West Coast fixing to get hit by something hard. So I figured I'd get out here and look at this globe. Oh, let me get my volume down over here. Boom. I'm listening to Super Dave over there in his live too. People's Last Stand, Born a Racer. How y'all doing? Man, y'all, I was looking at this daggum. They're making the weather, man, and you can see it. You see this crap right here? Look at that. It's like it comes in there. I mean, look at that. And then they're sucking something up through there. It's just crazy looking. I saw that this morning, and I'm like, no wonder California, the West Coast, is getting something. And if I turn this to water vapor, let me back out a little bit. It is hard to see the daggum. Okay. There's like Washington, Oregon right there. But what's weird is if I go to this geocolor map, it doesn't show it as intense. But if I go to the true color, you can see it. And if you zoom in, let me get that off the screen. You can see the frequency waves and all that stuff. I mean, they are making this. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Just so y'all, where are we at? I think that's up in Canada I was looking at. But I was looking over here where I'm at in Tennessee. Because I was getting rain. I don't know if this thing's getting out or not. Now, I can't see the chat, y'all. Okay. Ray Warrior, how's it going? Bill F. Wrights, how's it going? Man, I was just checking out this weather. I was looking at this crap over here off the West Coast. Look at this. I mean, they do 1, 2, 3 punch, right? There's the first one. There's the second one. And here comes the one they really wound up. But then they got an opposite wind going over here. But it looks like they started something in there. It's like, I wish this map doesn't have like movie feature. But I don't know if this is something they're forming. It looks like that's what it is. They're forming something here, if you can see my cursor. And these two things are spinning opposite directions. These two things are spinning opposite directions, and they're sucking this up through there. It's just hard to tell what they're doing. And then I saw something weird going on in the Gulf Coast. Look at this perfect circle right here. I mean, what's going on there? You want me to run your link, Killer Whale? I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I mean, I'm a neither earther, but the Bible teaches it's flat. And from what I've know myself, it feels like it's flat. And I haven't done it yet, but if you put in perspective, let me see if I can do this. All right, they're like 3,400 miles across, right? So I think from there, if you go radius wise, that's 22,000 miles, okay? Their 300-mile high satellite would only be like right there. You see where my it's hard to show it. I can't get over here. I'll do it down here. If you put in relation the height of their rockets or whatever, it would barely be above the planet. So how are they getting a whole picture of the Earth if they're only 150 to 350 miles high? You know what I'm saying? It's a deception going on, and I'm about to prove it. I'm not saying I'm a flat earther. I'm just saying it's not round. It's not a globe. But I'm just looking at how they're doing this weather. And what I don't get, all right, check this out. If I can get this right. Hang on. If the daggum Earth is spinning this direction, right? All right. The Earth's spinning that way, right? Well, if the Earth's spinning that way, why does all our winds come from the east? Shouldn't the winds be coming? Coming from the west. Shouldn't our winds be coming from the east? But they got something going on here too. There's something going on here. You got 800 subscribers. You know what? You can't be putting subscriber and numbers in there. I'm sorry, but it's YouTube's thing. I'm glad you got them. Hope you get the other 200 real quick. Just got to worry about the hours, man. They'll sit there and they took away like 200 hours of mine. I was above 4. I was 4,120 hours, and they were reviewing me for 2 days, and all of a sudden I was 3,923 hours. So, oh well. But no, man, I was just trying. I was looking at this dadgum. Let me do something. I was looking at this dadgum. This is the only way you can look at anything is with their global deal. But I think the Earth is not a globe like this. I was trying to look at stuff around the world. And usually over here, where am I at? Over here north of I've been noticing this for a while, and I've seen Mike Morales talk about it. But they'll form up little typhoons here. There'll be one form up, and it'll come out this way, and there's another one forming while that one's going. Then there'll be another one coming up. What is that? What in the world is that right there? Let's see if that's water vapor. Oh, it won't show you anything in the dark, huh? Really? But if you go to this GeoColor map, man, it's not showing anything. It doesn't show everything to be as bad. I didn't mean to have to delete your message, but it's something to do with YouTube and putting numbers. And when you use the word subscribe, really, that's a big no-no, because that makes you look like you're a grow channel, and I'm by no means a grow channel. What's going on, Ben Time Traveler? In the house. I was just looking at this over here on the West Coast. It's better to look at it in true color than their geo color. Look at this stuff, Ben. They've got it winding up here, and then and they're sucking something out right there. Sucking it in. They're doing something in the middle of this and shooting something that direction. I don't know, man. It's just weird looking. I'm surprised I'm even getting out today because it's raining. It's overcast. Oh, let me get that off the window. Y'all remember John Boyd for president. I want to make America redneck again. Oh man, y'all. It's been raining this morning. I did yesterday manage to get some wood so I could have some fire going this morning. Paul's the name in the house. How's it going, Paul? Thanks for coming by. Bill F. Wrights. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just chilling out, man. I am. I'm surprised this thing's getting out. Usually it's overcast. I'm buffering and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Now on my laptop, I can get a view of that, and it'll show the wind currents from ground level all the way up to the top, and it'll show cloud levels. It'll show the ocean currents. It'll show waves. But I can't. It's on my laptop, and I can't get it to do right. I can't share it the way the program is. Kind of weird. But yeah. So how's everybody been doing out there, y'all? Let me take these off. I'm burning up, man. I got the sweatshirt on, got this fire going right beside me. Man. Fallout shelters in the house. Whew. Man, did you see that stuff over there on the West Coast? I think that's crazy looking right there. I mean, they got like, it's like they developed a way this is spinning whichever way it's spinning, that's spin, because this thing won't turn into a movie. But what they're doing, they're actually making this thing push stuff that way. Either that or they're bringing stuff in. I don't know which way this is spinning. If this is spinning this way and this is spinning this way, then it's sucking stuff into here. But I don't have an animated version of this where I can, that's probably what it is. This is probably spinning counterclockwise, and this is probably spinning clockwise. And they're sucking stuff down through here because you can see right there that looks like something right there. And they're talking about over here, California, the higher elevations are going to have like, what do they say, 2 foot or 4 foot of snow? I'm like, man, y'all got to be kidding me. And then if you zoom in real good, you can see the frequencies and stuff in here. Well, I zoomed in too good. I mean, this is all unnatural, man. This is all man-made bull crap. I mean, real clouds never used to do that when I was a kid. It's crazy. Ben, I was gonna watch one of your. I missed your live or whatever, and I was gonna watch the replay, and you. But I'm right here in Tennessee, and you can really tell me. Well, if this thing would get clear. Where am I at? But you can see what these planes are doing in there, man. It's just grid patterns and frequency patterns. It's crazy. Yeah, Fallout, you're just south of me down there in Mississippi. I worked with this dude that was from Mississippi. He said that's God's country. Agony, how's it going? Polar and Message, how you doing? Man, I'm getting behind on the chat, aren't I? This Dave's still alive. Yep. I had this scheduled up earlier, and he didn't. So I thought maybe I'd go live, and I scheduled it, and it happened to be during his live. So take that off there. What else could we look at? We got some crazy stuff, man. Just crazy. I wished I had one of those P900 cameras, man. I could take pictures of these chemtrailers that go over top of me all the time. Hey, Fallout, did you see that? I did a live stream on third-party misinformation campaign because they were putting contrail banners underneath my chemtrail skies, And I wasn't saying chemtrail, and I never titled it chemtrail or anything, but they felt like they needed to put it on there. Well, I went to read it, and it said they do this on moon hoax, moon landing too, because they're hoaxed and they don't want misinformation out there. So I sent them some feedback. I'm like, your definition of contrails is 100% correct, but putting that banner underneath my chemtrail video is misinformation in itself. So why are y'all doing that? And then that made me make a live where I sat there and had chemtrails, the chemtrail projects. I mean, there's a bunch of them, 163 of them around the world. I showed all that, provided the links. Then I showed the moon landings and how none of the rocks are moved around. And then I sat there and showed the star hopper and how much dust it kicked up, and how if they had landed one lunar lander on the moon, that dust would still be floating above the moon's surface to this day, because there's less gravity and no air if you go by the science books. Yeah, David Crockett, man. They got a big placard up there in Jackson, Tennessee of his last speech when he lost to being the governor. He told everybody they can just kiss his butt. He's going to Texas. I mean, I got a placard of it up there. I don't know where they shot the moon landing at. Man, where'd my regular chat go? What in the world? There we go. Oh no, I did something wrong. I can see the regular chat quicker than I can see the daggum. I'm fixing to have to take the sweatshirt off or something. I got that. I got all the dampeners closed. What's that link for, Ben? Yeah, I'm not playing any music. And you know something else I figured out? They took away those hours from me. 38. And so I went into my video manager, and I was gonna sit there and delete out the audio where I got copyrighted claim on music. And dadgum, man, it won't let me do it, because whoever's got the copyright on that song are putting commercials on my video. And it will not let me remove the song now. And I should be able to remove that song, but it won't let me. I mean, and the craziest thing, some of them I'm copyrighted for 5 seconds. I mean, really? Y'all won't let me remove that 5 seconds of audio because these people are putting commercials on my video? I should have to say, even if I violated their copyright on the song, and they're putting commercials on my video, that should not lock me out of the ability to remove that song so they can stop putting commercials on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's an earthquake warning. Super Dave was talking about that earlier. Oh, is that what that is? That link? I wonder if I can go to it. Man, it's like 48 degrees outside, so it's not that cold. How can I do this? Y'all bear with me. I'm thinking. I'm trying to get over here. I want to look at that link on a separate window. Oh, okay, that's yours, Ben. Okay, I got you. Oh, you did that 13 hours ago. I must have been sleeping 13 hours ago. Let me take this off of here. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a prove a point. I've got my drafting stuff. and I'm gonna do a scale model of they say it's 3,400 miles across, and half the radius is 22,000 miles. So I'm going to do a scale of these satellites that are supposedly up in orbit. And there's no way, I mean, to the scale of what the Earth size is, they're not up by, there's no way. I mean, they're not far enough away, is what I'm trying to say. That even if the Earth was round, they couldn't see the actual horizon because they're too close. I mean, it's like if you look at a car, you don't stand 1 foot from it looking at it, or you can't see the whole car. But that's how these satellites are in relationship to the surface of the Earth. They're too close to be able to see the complete everything, if they're even up there, which they're up there, but I don't know, it's messed up. I'm not a flat earther. I'm just a neither earther. And I'm trying to figure it out. Because what gets me is another thing that gets me. They base everything on so many feet above sea level. All right. Well, if the sea is here and you're up here, how am I trying to say that? If the sea, what I'm trying to say is on a round globe, you're below sea level even if you're on a mountaintop. Does that make any sense? So how can you be above sea level when it's not level? Hey, Shadrach, please. I don't know what to believe anymore. Who knows? I used to love Star Wars and Star Trek and all that. It has to, well, if you look at Richie from Boston showed all this stuff from NASA and everything else, and these aerospace engineers and engineering planes, and if they put certain payloads on the planes, they got to figure out the drag coefficient and all that. And everything he showed that all the formulas have to be off a non-moving flat surface. And that's the NASA scientists and aerospace engineers are having to base all their designs off a flat, non-moving Earth. I mean, that's what it says in their, I guess it's unclassified documents now. I don't know, but I just think it's crazy. Lost in Space. You know what? That is the name of a little kid show that used to come on a long time ago, and it had Jim Neighbors and whoever that girl was from Saturday Night Live, and nobody remembers it. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. Lost in Space was the one. Will Robinson had that robot. The one I'm talking about was called Lost Saucer, and nobody remembers that. It was back in the day of oh man, what was the name of that show where it had the sleeve stacks and they had to run in that pyramid? It was like the father, son, and a daughter that went back to the prehistoric times. Lost something. What was the name of that show? Hello, God's Glory TV. Oh, we got American life in the Philippines. I am so sorry. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I was thinking it was my bad. Got Jim Smith in the house. All right. Thanks, Super Dave. Chrysler Imperial in the house. We got folks coming up in the house, y'all. Y'all get to know each other. Hit that like button if you haven't. Diamond Miner. I know I don't have you because that does not sound familiar whatsoever. No, but there now, Diamond Miner. I've got you now. Arkansas? Yeah. I've been wanting to go to Arkansas and look for self. Sure have. I've been wanting to go that Crater Diamonds. You know, they say it's an old volcanic site, but I think it's a meteor impact or something. Super Dave, thanks for the raid, buddy. Everybody be sure to hit that like button and grab each other up. According to Jeff's in the house. Skywatcher footage is in the house. I'm not good at calling out the the chat like Dave and some others can do. But I appreciate y'all coming by. I was just showing this earlier. I'll take it off the screen. There's some crazy stuff going on over there off the West Coast. And it just looked weird. Let me see if I can pull it back around there. Yeah, it's some crazy stuff. Yeah, man, I've been wanting to go there. Somebody, I think, was it last year or 2 years ago? They found like a 4 point something carat diamond out there. But no, I was showing this earlier. Y'all see that crazy stuff right there? It's like they got a conveyor going. This thing's spinning, this thing's spinning, and it's sucking everything down into it. That's what I was looking at earlier. Man, y'all, I appreciate it. I haven't had this many people in the chat in a while. What's everybody been up to? The Bull Garden's in the house. How you doing? Yeah, man, I've been trying to find them around here. I'm over here south of Jackson, and I found, I don't know if it's silica, but it's some of the clearest stuff I've ever seen. I mean, it's not glass, and it will scratch glass. I've been wanting to go after, like, you know, the wintertime when everything starts thawing back out, because that helps push that stuff back, you know, push those diamonds up. But I've been finding around here arrowheads. I found 15 arrowheads and 1 spearhead and a musket ball. Yeah. Man, y'all. It's raining. I'm surprised this thing's even getting out. I am really surprised. Let me see if I can do this. Boom. There you go. Now everybody can see. I think I'm through with this daggum globe map. Oh no, what I do? Boom, I got rid of it. Yeah, man, I got a slow start this morning, y'all. I don't know why. Hodgepodge is in the house. How's it going? Yeah, that was crazy. I wonder what that dude's problem was. He was a military guy, and he shot dadgum civilian workers that were on the base. Yeah, and that UPS truck, that was crazy. They're sitting there, they unloaded, I don't know what, 50 or so dadgum or more rounds. I mean, they had 4 different units there, and they were all shooting into that with cars around. I mean, really? I mean, I know they were shooting at the cops, but man, when you got 15 cop cars following the UPS truck down the road, just get around them and box them. I mean, come on. Man, it was crazy. I was thinking about doing it, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to get all into the news and stuff today. It's raining. I'm going to take it easy today. I got some things I got to do. I got an appointment here later. But yeah, that was crazy, man. And the poor UPS driver got killed. And only because he was caught in I guarantee you, his cops' bullets. Man, they showed that you can see the UPS truck is brown, right? And all of a sudden you see little white dots where it's chipping the paint off where the bullets are going in. It's like, I mean, it's like, I mean, these cops are crazy, man. They're gun happy. They do all this training and they want to use their training. Here I go on a rant. I'm sorry. Oh man, y'all. But yeah, that was ridiculous. It reminds me, the first live breaking news I ever seen in my life was a car chase in California. And that daggum Ford Explorer wasn't getting over 35 mile an hour. And y'all know who was in it. OJ. That was that was a nationwide break in the regular broadcasting news event. Crazy. But that stuff down there in Florida, that was ridiculous. That was simply ridiculous, man. They didn't have to do all that at all. Well, Super Dave, I appreciate you doing that. Oh man, like I said, I didn't know if this was going to get out or not. Man, American life in the Philippines. By the time I get up in the morning and get my coffee going and everything, your show's about over. Because I think you're ahead of me by probably 12 hours or better. So your nighttime is my early morning, and it's hard for me to catch you because I got to come out here to my shop and get everything fired up. But I'll try to catch you. Like I said, I got some things I got to do today. I'm gonna stay away from this computer about half the day, probably. Man, this weather's crazy. That's why I was looking at that daggone weather map. Let's see, I'm trying to go on this chat here. But yeah, y'all hook up with each other in there if you ain't got each other. Like I said, I was just doing a rainy day Friday. And I don't know. I got through talking about Nancy yesterday. I'm done with that. I can't believe they come up there. I don't guess I'm done with it because it looks like I'm fixed to talk about it. Saying they're basing what they're doing off the Constitution, and the whole time what they're doing contradicts what the Constitution says. I mean, they say it's put in place so the president doesn't get bribed. Well, they're trying to say the president bribed somebody. I'm like, man, what is wrong? And then Joe Biden, man, the news didn't show that whole clip where he went off on that dude. He called that dude fat. He said they didn't show that part on the news. They tried spinning off. He said fat. No, he said fat. And he called him Jack. Listen here, Jack. Then he challenged him to a physical fitness thing. You want to do some push ups? You want to run? Well, yeah, Joe Biden got all this baby blood in him, man. That's how come these old politicians like that get around. Got all that stem cell. Yeah, that's what Pete was saying, Agony. They're now trying to take the real patriots and turn themselves into patriots. And they're far from it. They're treasonous, or whatever you call somebody that's committing treason. That's what they are. And American life in the Philippines, you're lucky you're over there, probably. Because, man, this country, if they don't do something about these people up in there, we're going to have some problems. Little dog's coming over here by the stove. I don't even think it was 50 people in there. Honestly, I think it was like I don't know. It wasn't 50. But man, and that dude said that he's still, if Biden runs, he's gonna vote for him. I'm like, man, really? You just saw this guy get mad because they can't explain away what his son's over there doing. You know, how he got turned, into that energy company. Hello, Lisa Free Spirit. How you doing? Welcome to the John Boy's house. I'm just chilling. I'm surprised this, like I said, the stream's even getting out, man. I'm overcast. It's raining. And then by Monday, what'd they say? Or is it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday, man. We're going to have a high of like 63. And when that cold front comes through, it's going to fall to 32. So we're going to have like a 40-hour temperature swing. It's crazy. And one of their model maps, oh man, that's what gets me, man. I remember I call it the old days when you really used to forecast the weather. But nowadays they got models that they make up and input that they put in there, and it shows this, that, and other. Some of them showing us getting sleet and freezing rain. Some of them's not. I don't know. But I remember back in the early 90s, it would rain every weekend. It rained 3 weekends out of the month, and it did that for a year. And you know why I know? Because I used to race dirt cars, and we raced on the weekend. So it really messed us up. It was crazy. But yeah, they're manipulating our weather. Something fierce. Oh man. I'm in West Tennessee. Super Dave, you're still here. Well, thank you. You don't have to if you don't want to, Super Dave. I was just sitting there, like I said, it was a rainy day Friday. I'm tired of talking about the politics, but I keep going there. I'm tired of talking about the man-made weather, but I keep going there. But what really upsets me is these planes that keep flying over top of me, louder than I don't know what. It's not from their jet engines. It's from the daggum spray nozzles they have. It's just crazy. Well, we got 13 in the chat and about 5 people chatting. But yeah, man, I got to make up some hours somehow before the 10th. Check this out, Super Dave. I was saying this earlier. I went into my video manager and I was trying to where I got copyright claims on songs, and it wouldn't be but like 5 seconds or 1 minute, stuff like that. I tried to edit out that audio and it wouldn't let me. And it's because these dadgum people that's got the claim to the song are putting commercials on my video. Now that's not right. I ought to be able to remove that song off my video, and then they can't put their commercial on there, but they got some sort of, it's locked down for some reason, and I cannot remove the songs. I don't get it. It ain't right. It ain't right, I tell you. I had this one video, Super Dave. Look, I got 120 watch hours on it, right? If I could just remove that 5 seconds worth of song, then it would qualify as my watch time. But it won't let me remove that 5 seconds worth of where I turned the radio on and the volume was up, and quicker than I could turn the volume down, it caught 5 seconds of song. It was on a 10-hour stream. You know what I mean? I had a 10-hour stream and it had that little bit on there. Got 120 watch hours. Here I go griping again, ain't I? Sorry about that. But the stuff's kind of gets to me, man. Like today, I was watching Pete Santelli, right? YouTube is evidently running so much computers through there that I had the two side by side. I had D Live up on one side of my screen, and I had YouTube up on the other side. Now it's the same broadcast from Pete Santelli, right? The YouTube side was fuzzy, and it was running 20 seconds behind, no matter how much I tried to refresh it or anything. So that shows me how much YouTube is watching your channel while you're live, because it's interfering with the quality of the video, and it's making your broadcast a little slower. Because I started out, both the broadcasts were doing exactly the same, right? But the YouTube started getting further and further behind. It's because of all that, those computers. Hey, Lulu Armor, I didn't see you slip in. How you doing? You know what? I'm gonna check and make sure I got you. Good gum, why to do that? I do. Hey, let me do this. I'm gonna show you something YouTube likes to do too. And this kind of pisses me off too. But YouTube will do this, and they used to do it to me all the time. I could post a video up, and 2 hours later, my channel would look like this if you went to it. See how it says no activity? I could post a video on mine, and it would sit there, and 2 hours later show no activity. And when people go to click on your channel, this is what they see: no activity. You have to go over here to videos and then go back over to home, and it's still showing no activity. So the only way to get that off is to upload another video. But I am prescribed. I just wanted to show y'all that YouTube does some crazy stuff. It tries to make you look like you're not active when you are. And I'm going to show you another thing. If you want to see everybody in chat, make sure you're on live chat. Top chat only shows some messages. Live chat shows all messages. So you want to make sure you're on live chat. Super Dave, I'm going to try to keep grinding. It's just, I almost, I was almost going to do a live about puppy dogs and bubbles and, just stupid stuff that YouTube wants. I don't want any real stuff out here. I'm still experimenting with the D Live. I've got to get a better broadcasting studio. Either that or better internet, which I'm gonna check on next time I go to AT&T. Because I think I can get this thing I can plug into a USB port that's like a cell receiver, and that would really make it to where I could broadcast on my OBS. Yeah, Mr. Bubbles. Excuse me. But yeah, it's crazy, y'all. It's just crazy out here in the real world. What's your weather like over there, Dave? It's going to be in the 60s the next couple of days. Well, it's still getting down in like low 40, high 30s. This rain's supposed to get out of here by this afternoon, but then it's supposed to come Monday. And I think it's Monday we're going to have that big temperature drop. I'm not sure. Man, let me grab one log real quick and throw on this daggone fire. I'll be right back. That was crazy. I split a log 3 ways with 1 whack. Man, I'll be back up there in a second. Ouija. She's growling at me for some reason. What? What? I don't know what your problem is, dog. That gum crazy dog. Upper 40s and dropping steady. I don't know what the temperature. I know it didn't get below 48 last night, and we're getting this right. I think it's supposed to get up like 50 something today. Oh man, hang on. What we got going on here? Okay, nothing. But yeah, y'all. Good y'all. I forgot to open up the dampener. I don't know what kind of wood this is. It takes a little bit to get going, but once it gets going, you can't stop it. And I had to put out some heat. And then it leaves it's not oak. I think it's dogwood, to be honest with you. Oh man, I do. I give her meat here and there. What it is, she has a half a milk bone down there she was eating on. And she look, I don't know what her deal was. From a puppy to a year and a half old, she was fine. And at a year and a half, all of a sudden she got protective over her food. And I have not been able to break her of it. I don't know why she's doing that. She didn't used to do that. And I've had pit bulls that I could sit there and put a piece of steak in my mouth. And if I didn't turn loose of it, you know, I'd let them take it out of my mouth. And if I didn't turn loose of it, they would back off. But this little dog is a min pin. Come here, Ouija. She's got 1 blue eye and 1 brown eye. Oh man, dogwood is full of knots. They say I'm not even gonna get in that story. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna keep religion out of it today. Or maybe I'll say something. The Catholics believe the cross is made out of dogwood, and that's the reason when you see dogwood trees, they're all twisted and everything, because they didn't ever want the tree to grow straight again or something. That's what a Catholic told me. But yeah, I was just chilling out, y'all. Just chilling. I wished I could play some music, but these daggum YouTube rules and stuff are crazy. Crazy. Shadrach, I'm doing all right. How about you? I'm doing okay to be as old as I am. I don't feel like I'm as old as I am, honestly. Like I said the other day, man, I've been trying to fight the urge to climb a tree for the last 3-4 months. I've been wanting to climb a tree for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's the kid in me. I mean, I still jump off the 3rd rung of the ladder. I'm 51 now. But daggone. The only reason I'm healthy is I don't go to the doctor. I'm telling y'all. I've seen too many people go to the doctor and wind up. The doctor says, you got this, and next thing you know, they got all the symptoms. I think it's mind control. It's the suggestion. Okay, Shadrach. I'll try to check it out here in a bit. Like I said, I got an appointment here later. What time is it? Yeah. Okay, that'll work out. I'm only going to keep this about an hour long. Let me see. I'll go ahead and look through the YouTube pages and see if anybody I know is live. That way, y'all can do a John Boy raid if you like. What was I doing? Oh, y'all want to see the chat? Why did the chat disappear on me? Boom, there's the chat. Let me see here. Who do we have? Oh, shoot. John Boy's live. No. Well, Bruce sees all is live. You know what? That's what we'll do. Everybody go over there to Bruce sees all and give him a John Boy raid. Oh, it ain't that I don't like gaming channels, Shadrach. I stopped playing video games when one affected my real life. It was called Ghost Recon. It was on the PlayStation. Man, I was playing that thing, and it's Ghost Recon. So you're sneaking around, you're watching out for the enemy, and all this, that, and the other, right? Well, I'm driving down the interstate from work, and I see an army man run behind a bush on the. I'm going down the interstate, and I see something dart behind a bush off the interstate. I'm looking. I'm like, what in the world? That happened about 2 times, right? Well, I'd been letting my son play that game, and he was with me one day, and we're going down the interstate, and he sat there and jumped in the seat. I'm like, what? He goes, nothing. I go, no, what? He goes, I saw an army man hide behind that tree. And I was like, that's it. And I stopped playing video games. This is like back in 2007. I was like, when it's affecting my everyday life, there ain't no way. And then the games I got now are so graphic. I promise you, it does something to your mind. I'm sorry. I mean, my main game was NASCAR. I love playing the NASCAR game, but I don't even play it. Oh, I like Ghost Recon, but after I started seeing army people hiding behind trees when I'm driving down the interstate, I'm like, no. But look, y'all, I'm gonna put this link in here. Y'all just run over there and do a John Boy raid. And I'm probably gonna end this thing in about 5 minutes. So there's the link. Let's run over there and give them a John Boy raid real quick. Or y'all can stick around. Like I said, I'm gonna end this thing in about 5 minutes. I grew up singing Christmas carols. All right, I'm waiting on you guys. I'm over. Oh, what I do? I'm over there right now watching. Boom. Oh, he's buffering or I'm buffering. But look, y'all run over there to that link. Like I said, I'm gonna end this thing about 5 minutes, so y'all don't have to come back if you don't want to. I appreciate everybody that showed up. Shadrach's Plays, Lisa, Agony, Lulu, Super Dave, Hodgepodge, if you're still in here, American Life in the Philippines, People's Last Stand. Who am I missing? Hold on. But yeah, like I said, I'm just chilling, y'all. Just chilling. Y'all be able to hit his thumbs up. I was number 100 on his thumbs up. You don't see the link up above you, Dave? That's the Bruce Sees All. Right here, Super Dave. Boom. That's Bruce Sees All. Y'all go over there and give him I was going to say a Super Dave raid. Give him a John Boy raid. Because Bruce is a good guy, I guess. First time I ever saw him was on your channel, Super Dave. I was surprised I hadn't seen him before then. But man, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming by. And like I said, I'm probably fixed to get off here. I was going to try to make the hour, but I do have some stuff I got to take care of today. So, without further ado, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end this, y'all. So, y'all have a good day, a blessed day, or night, whatever the case may be. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.